This video storyline is fictional, it's imaginary. Means it's not real. Has nothing to do with reality. Please watch at your own risk. I only own the editing and storyline, maybe voiceover also. Please don't copy my work. English is not my first language. I'm deeply sorry if there's any mistake. Thank you.
Reminder.
She furrows her eyebrows while looking down at her phone. Yeah, I'm going first, okay. My boyfriend said he already waiting for me outside. She looked up at her and nodded while slightly pouting, and her friend chuckles. You sure you don't want to come with me? We can take you home first. She sighed and shaking her head. He said he really coming this time? Kath then faced her friend properly, placing her phone back in her pocket. But he didn't text you that he already on his way, right? He did texted me, but when we were still in class, when he was just done with work and said he will be on his way in about half an hour since then. Now, he should be. What if he got a sudden call in the middle and went back to do his work? Remember, he don't have those normal time when it comes to work. Hearing her, she pouted again. But I feel like he really will come this time. He texted me the last time he couldn't able to pick me up. Yes, and that time you were lucky I was still here. And I can take you back. She sighed. It's okay. You can go first. I will be fine. Kath also sighed. All right, but you can call me if he didn't come. Don't wait for him more than 10 minutes if he didn't message you at all. She smiled and nodded. You're the best. Kath rolled her eyes. Yeah, I know. Bye, see you on Monday. She also waving her hand while Kath walking out of the university. After Kath disappeared, she pouted again while looking down at her phone. Why he still didn't text me? Did he really gotta sudden work? She sighed deeply, placing her phone back in her pocket. Let's just wait outside. And then started walking the same way Kath walked before, hoping her boyfriend wouldn't make her wait for too long, or won't turned out got a sudden work again and couldn't able to pick her up. She walked out, then she furrowed her eyebrows at the still slightly crowded place. I thought everyone already back. She then started looking around, though it's almost impossible for her boyfriend to already arrived without telling her. He didn't even text her that he already on his way or not. Then she sighed again when she couldn't find him or his car, taking her phone out again. But before she could call her boyfriend, someone tapped her shoulder twice, making her look up at the person. She furrowed her eyebrows slightly. Yes, what can I help you? A random girl stood there and smiled at her. She wasn't the extrovert type and just know a few students here, at two from her own class, though she already been studying here for more than 2 years, and she didn't know who's this girl, probably her junior. You are, right? You really are so lucky. He is so handsome. She furrows more. What? Who? She kind of got taken aback that this girl knows her name, but she got more confused and curious about who's this girl talking about. She is that type of girl who want no unnecessary attention. She even didn't realize that she was kind of popular among the students. But then before this girl answered her, she suddenly pointed at somewhere, making her looking at it. He is there. He is waiting for you, right? She was about to ask again, but then in that crowd that this girl talked about, her eyes suddenly landed on someone. And her eyes slowly widened. There's him, her boyfriend, stood near his car. She couldn't saw him before because it was crowded and she looked somewhere else, but now it's less crowded. That turned out he was there. And probably he was the cause of those students to stay and didn't go back home immediately. But there's something that makes her slowly got angry. He was standing there, not looking or trying to find his girlfriend, but instead he looking at a girl who stood on his left, and not only that, he is smiling at that girl. He wasn't the type to smile. Instead, he is famous with his and cold appearance. But then why he suddenly smiled at that girl while that girl talking to him? She then was about to walk to him, but she looked back at her right when the girl who informed her before speak again. But you're also pretty, just like everyone said. I will go now. Wish to see you around often. She then smiled at her, though she's still angry at what she saw before. You too. See you around. That girl smiled and then walks away. She sighed before looking back at where her boyfriend waved for her. But then she rolled her eyes when she saw him now looking at her, and the girl before already nowhere near him. She then started walking towards him, and the students started to win away after they saw her. And when she reached him, he was already opening the car door for her. Hey, he just said that probably because he saw her annoyed expression, thinking she got a hard time with the study today. But he furrowed his eyebrows because she didn't say anything and just sat on the passenger seat. He is staring at her for a few seconds, but then decided to not say anything more, and then walks around the car to get into the driver's seat after closing the passenger seat door back. He looked at her for a few seconds before he started the car. And then after a few minutes, he finally decided to speak, eyes on the road. Something happened today. He then looked at her for a second because she didn't answer him, just looked out the window. And then after he tried to ask a few more times, when she kept on ignoring him, he sighed and then turned the steering wheel to the left after around 10 minutes of driving. And that's when he finally heard his girlfriend's voice, who looked behind now. Why you take this road? My house should be still go straight before. The man sighed, eyes still focused on driving. You were not answering me, so I won't let you go. Hearing his answer, she then realized where this car going. His house. She then glared at him for a few seconds before she sighed and again looked out the window, crossing her arms. But the man's eyes is still on the road, and he didn't saw how she glared at him. Because if he did, he obviously will stop the car right there and give her a lesson. She sighed and finally went out the car after he opened the door. No one's home. Mom and Dad still on OA. She then looked down when he held her hand and then started to walk, making her couldn't do anything except follow him. He stopped, but kept holding her wrist, and then looked down at her, who looked away from him. He started to get a bit confused with her behavior. Want to talk here or in my room? Then he got a bit surprised when he saw her rolling her eyes. I want to go home. He furrowed his eyebrows. What's wrong with staying here tonight? This is your home as well, and it's been kinda long since the last time you stay here too. So why? I said I wanted to go to my own house. She cut at his words and he blinked his eyes, getting more confused with her sudden weird behavior even towards him. But then he's suddenly thinking about something. Wait, did you mad at me? And he got the answer when she looked away more and pouted in annoyance. But what did I do? I didn't come late. Even I waited for you for a few minutes. He tried to make her look at him, but she keeps on looking away. I said I want to go back to my house. He sighed when she only keeps saying that. Then he decided to do something. She looked back and furrowed her eyebrows when he started pulling her, walking somewhere. Yeah, where you won't go anywhere, just like what I said. Not today, not tonight. She gulped when they started walking up the stairs, and she couldn't make him let go of her hand. Her eyes slightly widened when they came inside his room, and he locked the door as well as taking the key and placed it inside his pocket. Don't know why she started to, though this is not the first time she came to this house or his bedroom. He then again pulling her before slightly making her sit, while he stood there in front of her after letting her hand go, processing too, and just threw it carelessly, eyes on her. She closed her eyes for a few seconds before looking away, and then heard him sighing deeply. I don't want to raise my voice at you, so now just tell me what happened. Then, when she still didn't answer him, placing his palms on her cheeks and make her look at him, she then glared at him. Now, why are you looking at me like that, huh? Just tell me what I did. You want me to look at you like how that girl's staring at you, right? Of course, you seem so happy and all smiley. He got taken aback and furrowed his eyebrows. What? What are you? Why don't you just take her home instead of me? Why still wait for me? She pouted and tried to. She actually didn't doubt him or something. She trusts her boyfriend that he won't cheat on her, nor flirt with someone else. But at that moment, she was already in a not that good mood and waiting for his text or call, thinking he was stuck in another sudden mission or something. But then, instead, when she saw him, he was smiling to a random girl. And the fact that she never saw him smiling to anyone other than her or his family and close friends, making it worse. While the man still looked stunned, suddenly he remembered something, making his eyes slightly widened. He finally understood the reason behind why his girlfriend suddenly got angry and ignored him. He then sighed, making her again looking at him. But when he saw her rolling her eyes, he slowly scoffed, then decided to do something. She then, and then he, making her now. And now she couldn't look away as he basically making sure she, while he slowly smirked while staring at her eyes. Yet seems like she's too stunned to. This is one of the reasons why she still didn't want to move in this house, though he and even his parents told her to move here a few times since a year after she and him started dating. And now it's been 2 years since the first time they tried to persuade her, especially knowing she mostly stayed at her house alone since a few months ago, because her parents always went on business trips. She wasn't so if he's around, but the moment they got this, she started to get red and hard. That makes her unable to speak properly. The man knows that. That's why he mostly will just, if he wants to be so that way she will. like he couldn't see her red face, and then will hug her properly when she all ready. So, you're jealous? He smirked more and she blinked her eyes in surprise. Not like it's, but just she got, 'cause she didn't prepare for it. You misunderstood, he said so softly. She tried to look somewhere other than his eyes, but he again makes sure she just kept looking at him. You probably looked at me at the wrong time. I wasn't smiling like I was trying to. What happened was, I was looking at you before that, and I catch you looking like a lost puppy while trying to find me from the distance. I can't help. I was smiling because I found you so cute. But you were still smiling while looking at that girl. He smirked. I just realized that random girl suddenly stood there, and then she talked when I was still looking at you and was just about to walk to you. So I looked at her, but I wasn't smiling at first. I did smile again, but I smiled after hearing what that girl said. She then got curious about what was that girl said that it can make her boyfriend smiling like that. You want to know what she said? She then immediately nodded, and he smirked slightly before whispering. She was telling me about how amazing and gorgeous my girlfriend is. Her eyes slowly widened. She told me she was one of your junior. She even told her friend to look for you, not knowing I already saw you there. She said she saw you a few times, but feel hesitant to come and talk to you because you always seemed slightly uncomfortable talking to someone other than your close friends. She even said that she greeted you once, but you just smiled back a little. She also turned out to be one of my men's niece. That's why she came when she saw me, and also that's why she knows that you are my girlfriend. Hearing all that, her eyes widened more slightly. Really? He sighed and shaking his head while slightly smirking. Now I feel like you should come to her and apologize. You just wrongly accused her. She did say her name, but I don't remember, so that's your job to find her yourself. Then he again whispering. And I was smiling because I feel proud of my girlfriend after that girl kept on complimenting you. I also heard that you're popular in university, so don't get me wrong. She then started to feel embarrassed, but then she remembered something else. But why you didn't inform me that you were on your way or that you already reached my university? Hearing that, about that, I was about to explain right when we met. But after I saw you looking annoyed like that, I thought you got a bad day about study or something. So I decided to explain later after I make you talk to me about what happened to you. But instead you got angry and even ignored me because you misunderstood me. A few minutes after I texted you the last time, I needed to come to the main basement because one of my men suddenly went missing. The rest thought he has something to do with our enemies secretly, but turned out that guy was found in the bathroom and no one's knows until I was there, and then someone needed to use the bathroom. The moment I walked out after they took him to the hospital, I realized I must be already late to pick you up. I was still angry with the rest at that time. I couldn't think properly after that and didn't realize I was running out to the car without my phone, thinking I was already late to pick you up. But turned out when I reached there, the students just started walking out. And when I was about to call you, that's when I realized I didn't bring my phone with me. So I couldn't inform you that I was already there and just wait outside the car. But the students slowly surrounding near me. Oh, I'm sorry. He chuckles. She couldn't even speak properly, though she actually wanted to ask him about his condition now after hearing everything that happened to him before he met her. And also, she felt bad for acting kind of childish. yet she just could say sorry. It's fine, 'cause not gonna lie, you look when you were angry before. She opened her eyes. Stop that, just tell me how are you feeling. When she saw him smirking again before whispering, never think I will flirt with someone else again. I never even once had the thought of letting you go from my life. You're stuck with me forever, you know? And one more. I wasn't smiling at that girl. I was smirking proudly. You are the only person who get to see my bestest smile. Even I didn't smile at my parents or friends the same way like how I smile at you. Let me remind you. Even if I will never letting you go. And after you wrongly accused me before, starting from now on, you're staying here in this house. This will be the place where you get back after college and probably forever. Except you want me to buy another house so we can stay alone without my parents, I will gladly do that. She didn't even realize that And you're lucky tomorrow is weekend? 'Cause if not, he smirked more while she already understood what's he thinking and what's gonna happen next. I swear you won't be able to attend classes the next day after. Don't think too far. She won't be able to attend classes because he will make her clean his whole room tonight. She will get tired and he also still won't let her go. Remember, he got the key.